Okay, so just a heads up, I feel so passionate about my feelings towards this film that I have to do it in two specific reviews. It's kind of like what I did with my Les Mis, and it's one is more or less just me discussing everything about the movie, and the other one is just a common review, no spoilers. This is going to be the no spoilers edition. If you have seen the film, feel free to check out my opinions on my full opinions on the spoiler filled review and thoughts of the movie. But anyway, this is my review for Stoker. Stoker is directed by a Korean man who directed the film Oldboy. While I've never seen Oldboy, I have way too many people that have told me that film is too brilliant. So, with that being said, I have no clue how this film is so terrible. I kind of had I didn't have high expectations, but a few the people that I really like, their opinions, they said it was terrible. And then a lot of critics, it has a 70% of Rotten Tomatoes. A lot of people thought it was really good. So I didn't know what to expect. I haven't seen a positive movie on Rotten Tomatoes since probably Warm Bodies or Side Effects. Those were the last two. And so I didn't really know what to expect. And I figured hopefully it's good. That was my expectations. But honestly, within the first 5 minutes of the movie, I knew I was going to hate it. It was just, I don't want to spoil anything and I don't want to give anything away. But the characters in this film are so childish and stupid. I hate to use that word when discussing a movie, but the characters are so childish and just absurdly dumb. And the plot twist, there's a few of them. They're just absurd. They really are. The storyline is just written so poorly, and I just in my other video I'm just gonna be just ranting. So, but some of the plot twists throughout the first 20 minutes of the movie, probably 30 minutes, I knew it wasn't intriguing, and I kind of thought where it was gonna go. But it takes a plot twist, and I will commend it. I didn't expect it, and at that point, I go, oh my god, this movie's going to be terrible. And then it takes another plot twist. And I was like, oh my god, this movie's going to be terrible. And just the things that keep happening are just so and so over the top ridiculous that it's mind-boggling how this movie is so critically praised. I do not understand. I think it's simply because the fact that this man made a masterpiece. Same reason why other directors, Steven Spielberg, he makes bad movies sometimes, and they still get positive criticism. Like, people just love Steven Spielberg. They don't want to go, ooh, I don't like that movie. Same with Martin Scorsese and all these other directors. Just please, if you don't like a movie, don't make reasons up to say you like it. And I have a feeling that's what most people did with this movie. It's so ridiculously, so over-stylized, over the top. The storyline is just flat out stupid. The things that happen are just so ridiculously dumb. The characters throughout the film are honestly doing nothing half the time. There's a 3-minute scene, where she's just sitting in her room doing snow angels. Doesn't make any sense. She's sitting on a bed making snow angels. Why are you doing that? And in the end, it kind of comes back, but it still doesn't make any freaking sense. There's a random spider scene. Kind of comes back at the end. Ridiculously stupid. There's a scene where they're both playing the piano. Awful. Terrible scene. It's just a lot of things that just don't make any sense. And this film is over-stylized to where I don't like it. There's people go, I watched a few other reviews. They said this film is stylish and it's beautiful. I totally disagree. It is over the top with style. It's just so, oh my god, it's so poorly made and so poorly written. The ending, honestly, this is the first film I have seen since Whiteout in 2009. I actually walked out of that film. But this is the first film, maybe 2008, that I wanted to stand up and walk out. And there's a point in the film where that happens. But there's about 4 or 5 more where I just go, why am I still here? It's so bad. And I said it in the car on my way home. And that's why I'm going to start doing my reviews in the car, so you can just get my opinion right then and there. There's just so much in this movie for me to hate. there's nothing I like about it. I think the performances are so bad, especially Mia Wasikowska. I don't know, I totally messed up her name. Pardon me. But I just think she's terrible in this movie. This is all she does throughout the whole movie. She just stares and looks stupid doing so. And her character is so ridiculous and so stupid. It makes her acting worse. Nicole Kidman, terrible. The guy who plays the lead, I don't know, terrible. Just the things and the coincidences throughout this film are so absurd. I don't know how anyone can enjoy it. So, if you've seen it, or if you don't give a shit to see it, please watch my other video where I just rant about everything I hated in this film. And tell me what you thought of it. Please, if you like this movie, please explain to me why. And at least admit that you think it's just childish and just over-the-top ridiculous. If you like it because, like, oh, you know, it's a guilty pleasure, it was so bad I liked it, fine. I felt the same way with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's a god-awful movie, but it's still better than this one. Maybe not in the sense that they're both god-awful. That one might be a lot worse, but this one is absolutely terrible. And I don't understand why people enjoyed it. So please, you know, I didn't want to get into too much reasons why I hate it, like a few other of my reviews, but I strongly suggest do not see this film. But obviously there's a niche, and people really do like it. So feel free to. I strongly commend you that you do not see this film. I thought it was god awful. Anyways, check out my other review I'm going to post right after this. I will link it down below. If you have seen it and you want to hear my full thoughts on why I hate this film. Anyways, I'm going to give it a 0 out of 10. I don't do that often, but I hate this film that much. I don't like anything about it. I don't think there's anything I can praise in this film. I think it is that bad. So I strongly suggest you don't see this, but if you if you want to take the risk because you think, I could be in that weird 30% that didn't like this, go for it. But I said it's terrible, and that's my opinion. So yeah, feel free to check it out, and comment down below. Tell me what you thought. Link your videos. You guys know the drill. But thanks for watching, and look out for the other video. Thanks.